And away we go.
All right, cool, man. So, how's the day been treating you?
Alright, I guess.
Yeah, it's a pretty sunny day here too. It's pretty calm for the most part. But what really is I can't say it's rewarding because it's like, it's like I see people freaking out about this, and although some of the videos are a little funny, I feel bad for some of them.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like cuz it's like their favorite presidential candidate is well, she lost. And my mom, my sister, and her friend were upset about it. At one point, they thought I voted for Trump, but I'm like, I didn't vote for anybody because it's like
Fair.
my mindset was just pretty much like Trump didn't need my vote to win, and Kamala didn't need my vote at all because I didn't really agree with her that all that much. Plus, it's like I knew she wasn't gonna win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of knew she wasn't gonna win, but she might,
Maybe, but maybe not in this election cycle. I have
yeah.
said a very while back, and I think there are videos on social media bringing up this Simpsons prediction, and I'm still stand by it. Even if Kamala does not win this election, she's gonna run again, and she's gonna win that next election.
Yeah, I 100% agree
Kamala
because
is
it's
not
like,
going to win in 2028. Why the
yeah,
fuck would they even? Why the fuck would they even play that back?
you
Wasn't even
know,
fucking close.
in her defense, my mom said like she only had 100 days to prepare, but I knew she kind of wasn't gonna win anyways. So it is what it is. So it's like, yeah, you're absolutely right though, Jame. Kamala is most likely gonna run in 2028 again and gonna try to get the presidency.
No, they won't. No, she won't. Trust me, she won't.
But what about the Simpsons prediction? Or,
Trust
I'm
me, they
sorry,
won't. What? Trust me, they won't. She won't get run in 2028. Democrats will fucking throw her to the wolves. The only reason why they fucking picked her was because of the donor money. Because trust me, her career's finished. She won't be running in 2028. Trust me, they'll be picking someone that's more. They'll be picking someone better. They'll probably pick Newsom or someone else that actually has a fucking chance at winning. These people are in the business of winning elections. Choosing her is not going to fucking go. She was that unpopular with men.
yeah.
She's not going to run.
Or maybe it may not be Kamala that could run in the next election. It could be literally any Democrat woman candidate.
It won't be
I'll
a
be
Democrat.
honest.
It won't be Kamala. It'll be someone else. More like
I'm not gonna.
Exactly. Go on.
I'll be honest. You know what would be really cool though?
What?
If someone close to our age decided it's like yeah, I'm gonna run, but then they make like a years long campaign until they're of age to run for president. I think that'd be really cool.
they can't run until they're like freaking
35.
Yeah, I know.
35.
But if their campaign is like, if their campaign is like, yeah, wait, they can't run until like they're 38 or something, right?
35.
Wow, I thought it was 30.
Early 25, 23 or 24, you can be elected to local senate and local government.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it would be pretty cool if like a person like our age was like starting out and like and then until like 30 until 35, his campaign is like until he turns 35, and then like he just runs and then he wins. I think that'd be pretty cool. Although it'd be a lot of work and a lot of campaigning, and just he'll have time.
Yeah.
But
However,
I don't.
at the age you're at right now, you can actually run for governor in most states, so long as you live in that state just long enough to actually qualify to run as
I
governor for that
If
state.
you really wanted to, you could probably run for your local state legislator. If you really wanted to, Eric. I wouldn't be
I think
You might have good prospects because a lot of Republican. I think the way. Did you see how close New York was?
How close were they?
Take a look at it. Take a look at the screenshots. It wasn't. It was a lot closer than you'd think. California was pretty close as well.
Yeah, the gap is closing in.
yeah, for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways, it's like, what were you guys saying before?
I'm saying the fact that.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes?
I'm just trying to.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know why. It keeps like exiting me out of this every single time I exit the app. Is that new?
Possibly.
If so, they got to get rid of that, bro, because it's like, but it is what it is, though. Anyways, it's like, yeah, it's like, how would someone run for like the local legislator? How would
You'd probably have to get yourself on the ballot. You'd have to sign yourself up with a local party, the Republican Party. You'd probably have to get a certain amount of signatures, even get on the ballot. It's a good question. You'd probably be interesting.
I'll look it up specifically within New York.
I think you might have a shot in some of the Republican boroughs, but I think you would struggle in the Liberal strongholds. But that's saying that there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people wanting to switch into Republican in New York.
I think
And I
with,
personally think Sacramento might actually, but I personally think the way Sacramento, I think California could flip red as well, slowly but surely.
I don't know. I think with some of my views, it'd probably be way harder for me to get in.
You
I
might
don't know.
actually be able to get in as a Republican, but you might struggle as a Dem. Yeah, I think in New York, I think you might struggle, but you might be able to get a small seat in Republican seat.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah, I feel like
I
I
think
feel like
Kamala is probably more likely going to try and run for the Senate leader.
I think I'd have no choice but to do Republican. I can't do Dem.
I couldn't do Democrat either. I can't. I don't believe in the socialism, communism.
Yeah, I
There
wouldn't
are
be.
people, but saying that our Republican Party is not exactly what the party of war anymore. Like they brought in people like Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr. wants to go after Big Pharma.
Mm,
He wants to
that's
make
good.
America healthy again, and I think you've got Elon that wants to gut the federal government and effectively cut its bloat. I
Hey,
think he
that's
wants to get rid of the. If he can do anything, if he does what I think he's going to do, he'll be like give a master class to all the politicians in Britain, especially Reform UK, on what they can do to fucking cut bureaucratic waste.
mm,
And even Nigel said, what Trump does in this will be a master plan for what we do in 2028 or 2029.
hey. I mean, I'm just gonna say this, man. It's like, I am all for making America healthy again. So I'm kind of glad to
Yeah,
hopefully that.
he's going after Big Pharma. He wants to punish all the people that he wants to punish the people that did. He wants to fire all the people that did that freaking stupid Afghanistan withdrawal. The people that he basically says, if you do a shit job, you deserve to be fired. You're fired.
Well, yeah. I mean, you do. To be honest with you.
He even said, surprisingly, nobody gets fired for making mistakes in this administration.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, yeah. Apparently, no one gets fired.
Nobody
Also,
does. We need to fucking get rid of the senior executive branch that basically stays in administration, every administration, but doesn't get fired.
also, I'm not gonna lie. I've been hearing a lot about. How eventually the white race in America is gonna be the minority
They
soon.
are.
Yeah. So I do. So it's like I do. I did. Well,
That's
here's
why we voted Trump. We did it with all the. That's why we had a coalition of multiple different races. We're
yeah. I'm
hoping
not
that
gonna.
literally we can revive it. The
I'm not.
thing is, there's people, but these people are these toxic women are talking about the 4B movement, 4-8 movement, right? You ever heard of that?
No, I
Basically,
haven't.
a movement. It's basically a radical leftist movement where effectively the women abstain from sex, abstain from relationships, abstain from dating men, and it started all in South Korea.
Really?
Yes.
In South
There's
Korea?
lots of women. Lots of women after this election are saying we're committing to the 4B movement or 4-8 movement, 4B movement.
What? With no sex?
No
Like
sex, no marriage,
before?
no dating men.
Why? I mean, like I get the no
Because
sex
they
part.
want to punish us, and they're basically abstaining from doing their civic duty of having children.
So
There's a
it
lot
took.
of women on
Wait, hold
Reddit
on.
talking about it, and a lot of people on TikTok
Hold on.
women talking about it.
So it took this for them to stop being hoes.
That's exactly what I said.
It took them. It took this. It took the
There's also
Trump.
women saying, "Oh well, we'll give them what they want. We'll be traditional women. We will abstain from having sex. We'll be."
Okay.
That's like what I tweeted. That's what I tweeted last night. And Nick Fentis is saying, "My body,
He said
your
your body,
body, our choice."
bro. Your body, our choice. Matter of fact, there should be something that says "my seed, my choice." How about that, huh?
Yeah.
Because it's technically my. It's technically because here's the thing. I think a man should have a say so in.
Especially if
I
a
think
woman gets abortion. Men should have a say in that. Why the hell should they be able to fucking kill children and we not get a fucking say in that?
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because it's like it's technically our seed inside of a woman.
You're right.
It's our baby too. So it's like we should get a say so,
As well.
huh?
But yeah, you're right.
So it's like I'll be honest. If I was in
I
office,
don't think women are going to take this elect. There's a lot of them willing to leave, wanting to leave America as well.
Oh,
They're
good.
also getting the libs in London, right? They're scared. They're scared it's going to happen to the UK as well. It will.
I mean,
It
look.
will. We're going to fucking tip. You think that you're the majority liberals in London? You're not. You're the fucking minority. Starmer barely fucking won. And if the
Wait,
Tories and Reform unite as one, you'd be fucked.
who's the minority in the UK?
Labour.
Got you.
They won the cunt thingy, right? But they got the Starmer's vote. Even everyone else would say Starmer's vote was fucking pathetic. He underperformed. What fucking underperformed Jeremy Corbyn in 2016. He hasn't got. He's got the majority now, right? They say they got a record minority, right? But if Reform and the Tories were to unite, you still wouldn't win. We'll take back the country, and we'll follow exactly the playbook that Trump used, and they'll lose.
I mean, hey man.
We'll take back the UK government, and we'll impose whatever good strategies that Trump does. We'll learn from Trump's administration.
Hey, so far
in the UK.
I didn't vote for Trump, but so far I'm liking what he said the first time. He said he would take birthrights away from illegal citizens. Yeah. That's good.
These people are saying, "Oh, we're going to deport. Oh, they're going to deport all the legal people." No, they're not. Trump even said it in his fucking administration. We're wanting to legalize legal immigration. We're wanting to get rid of illegal immigration because we can't have people coming across this border illegally.
Exactly.
These people want to come to this country legally, then fine. He's not against fucking. He's one of the only presidents in the last 30 or 50 years that said, "Look," he actually says Indians have actually benefited America.
That's true. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, there was this one Indian guy who stopped at McDonald's to see Trump and he shook his hand. He's like, "Wow." It's like
they
Indians.
all love Trump. They hate him. The left hate him. If you go outside the fucking liberal cities, right? Especially in the UK, if you go outside the liberal cities, most of the people like him.
That's true.
Especially in the UK. They say, "Oh, he hates Trump in there." No, it's just the liberal cities. Most people like Trump. There's people a lot of people in Scotland love Trump because we see what he is. He's a businessman. These type of people we need in this country. The UK doesn't have barely has any entrepreneurs left because the left have fucking killed them. They fucking moved all these people abroad. Force these people to go abroad because what the fuck? There's nothing there. There's no British entrepreneurs left. America took most of their talented people. And the people we've got left are immigrants. And they're going to drive all the entrepreneurs away. Because they realize, why the fuck would I stay in corporate Britain, in freaking sluggish Labour Britain, where there's nothing for us? It's a dead end.
I think one of my sister's friends said that she would move to the UK someday.
There's nothing in the UK. It's dead in the press. Hey. I love the country, but there's nothing there. Entrepreneurship is dead.
If she actually does,
it's all freaking. It's too run by labour unions.
If she actually does move to the UK, I'll let her find that out.
It's not a bad country, but
it's not.
It's on its fucking death knell. It's like America. There's nothing fucking good about it. It's a great country. It's better than most countries, but it is slowly dying.
Yeah, that's true. And for the most
slowly
part,
dying. We've got massive problems in the UK. We've got massive economic problems. We've got massive immigration problems. We've got freaking systems that have literally been freaking abused, not been funded for decades. We've got failing military that slowly but surely needs money pumped into it. We've got a failing health service that needs money pumped into it, but we've pumped money into it every year, but it's not fucking doing anything. It's mismanaged. All our corporations are mismanaged, Eric. Everything's mismanaged in this country. We've got freaking people taking money. It's all mismanaged. We've got NHS people taking money. We've got this place is just freaking being unrun.
What's the racial majority in the UK right now?
Jamie, what is it? Look it up.
What?
Racial majority in the UK.
Yeah.
All right, I'll look that up.
Consensus in 2024 or 2023. But consensus in 2023. I've checked the majority in most of our small towns, right? It's mostly white, right? But these white towns, right, have small populations of less than maybe 10, 12, 20,000, 10, 15,000.
Gotcha.
Right, how long is that going to be fucking taking until we're fucking minority? And it's mainly filled with Polish. Some places are Polish, but they're not bad people. Polish people have actually been. A lot of the Polish people, right, they've immigrated into it in town over the last 100 years, right? And a lot of them, right, they're effectively ethnically British at this point, Scottish at this point, and British at this point because they've integrated, right? These people actually speak English pretty well, actually.
That's good.
Not all of them, but there are some that speak English, a basic understanding of English.
That's good. That's good to hear.
But the new people who are coming in, they're not.
It's
There's
like, you know,
Polish people that have come in here from 100 years, right? There's German people that have come to this country over 100 years. They speak English.
I'm
I've
not
got
gonna.
relatives that are freaking German, right? And they can speak English, pure English. You couldn't even tell he's fucking German because it's just English.
Wow. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna.
Third
I'm not,
generation.
I'm not gonna
I've got
lie.
I know someone that's Indian, right? That moved. That's probably been here for a couple of generations, right? Can speak English, pure English. You can't tell any difference.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, hey, at least these people wanted to learn English.
Yes. The people who are important won't do that though.
Yeah, it's
These
like I'm
people are
not gonna.
people that have come here for generations, right? Or people that have come here for a long time, right? And actually have an ancestral link to this place, right? People that are coming here, they don't give a fuck about this place. They're here just for fucking benefits and rob us fucking blind.
Yeah,
Just like you guys.
I mean, yeah, some of them illegals here.
We all know that. I know for a fact that these people are not refugees. There are some Muslim, and don't get me wrong, there are some Muslim people that are actually quite nice people, and they deserve to stay here, right? But the people that are coming in, even them, they've got to realise the people that are coming in here, they're not fucking here. They're not here because they want to fucking have a better life. A lot of them are here just to rob us and fucking steal from us and basically leech off us. So what's the demographic population?
Alright. White Europeans make up 87.1% of the
How
UK's
much is that
population.
split between the Polish and the actual ethnic British?
Oh, they don't separate specific ethnicities. It's just white European in general.
White European, which is not that's not including. If it was just actual ethnic British people, we'd be a fucking minority already. Including the white British and European, we're a majority for now. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
That's not including the ethnic British, ethnic Scottish and British. That's only including European, right? That's not including.
Speaking of which, I say like, you know, if white people are gonna become the minority in America, I really don't think I'd be helping. I'd be helping that out either, because it's like not because I don't care.
But the thing is, though, you actually understand how the values of this country, and you actually respect the values of this country. Like, you're one of the good ones. There are people here that literally just want to fucking rob us blind.
Yeah, no, of course. I'm saying like,
But
you know, it's because
besides, you're an ethnic American at this point anyway. Like, you've been here for generations. It's the people that are coming to this country, right? They don't share the values. Come here, right? Illegally, right? Like, that's the thing. If you don't come here legally, then we just view you as a criminal.
Exactly.
Like, what else do you expect us to view you? It's like if you come here illegally, right? And we know there's people coming here illegally because it's been obvious. It's easy. Everybody can tell. You can tell it in the fucking local location in their area. But even California is against it in that mass immigration now. Supposedly voted bans. They voted in the local chamber. And Florida and New York are Florida's one of the most liberal. Florida's one of the most strict for abortion now, ain't it?
What'd you say?
Florida, I think, is one of the most strict states for abortion now, ain't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
So what are the other ethnic makeups of the UK?
So
What's the Muslim population now?
Let's just find it again. Good grief.
I think Muslim population is the only one we can't get along with. That part, like some of them, we can't get along with. I think Asian we could possibly get along with because long ties with Asia.
Yeah, and to be honest, Asians, they're pretty
Make
cool.
up a massive population in the UK. And besides, we've got a lot of Japanese people here in the UK, right? Loads of Japanese people and they're great people.
Yeah,
We've got Chinese people as well. We've got a bunch of people from Hong Kong. A lot of people took the route with Hong Kong, right, and became British citizens, left Hong Kong and joined us because Britain created a visa program. Sunak, I think early 2020, right, created a visa program to allow Hong Kong citizens that had relatives that held British citizenship to allow them to come here, right, because they knew how bad China thingy would come, right. Don't be surprised if we actually go to war with China, right? I don't be surprised if Hong Kong actually becomes part of UK again.
Wouldn't be surprised either. They didn't want to leave the UK, the British Empire, to begin with.
Then why did they leave it then?
Well, China says we want to. Well, basically there was a deal made that Hong Kong was going to be handed over to China because, well, China wants to be busy from what it seems. And by the time the time frame for Hong Kong to be its own thing expires, the Chinese government is just going to have control of Hong Kong.
Why don't the British keep it?
They didn't have a choice.
They always had a choice. They never had to give it up. They could have posted a referendum. The people of Hong Kong, do you want to stay with Britain or do you want to leave?
The UK government also had a choice to keep the Seychelles Islands, but they wanted to give it back to Mauritius.
They didn't want to
here
give
we
it
are.
back. They've depended the fucking World Economic Forum or the UN that basically said we have to become a minority in our own country. And we effectively have to freaking give up sovereignty over things that we've kept. Do you think Singapore would ever rejoin UK?
Probably not.
They never really wanted to leave to begin with.
Okay. I mean, fair enough. I mean, given its size, they would be reliant on the UK for many things. But I think Singapore's doing very well for itself now.
Ever become a military power again? Maybe with the help of a new allies like Kanzuk.
Well, they'll have an influence, but they won't be the biggest, especially if combined with military forces.
So let's say Canada, New Zealand, Australia, right? They become their own. We become create a military alliance pact with them, right? Do you see a time where America and Canada become one?
No, not at the moment.
I do.
It's going to be a while.
I think Canada's that fucked with Trudeau that I think that if Trump said he wants to expand the states. In my opinion, do you think California should be broken up as a state into multiple different states?
Well, if it's going to break up into separate states, I think North and South California would be a more viable.
I would think Sacramento would be. I think Sacramento should be its own state, right?
Like DC.
Yes, Sacramento should be its own state with its own districts, and effective Sacramento should be its own state, right? Sacramento is the state of California, right? But I think Sacramento should be its own state. I think the rural area of Sacramento, if it was just Sacramento, right, it would effectively just be Republican. California would be Republican if it was just Sacramento alone, and its local districts.
If Sacramento becomes its own state, which is going to be the new state capitals of North and South California?
I'm thinking LA could be the capital of the face of California. Ain't that the top in it, or is that the...
Well, you said you want to break California up into multiple states. North and South is more viable.
I'm thinking two states. One state being the Sacramento state, and the other being whatever's left. I might even be willing to make San Francisco its own state. And its local boroughs. So what state would Malibu be? Whereabouts would Malibu be? State of California.
Well, similar to DC. A very small land area.
California's big, not tiny, mate.
No, I was talking about Malibu.
So the area of Sacramento, right? You've got a map of Sacramento, of the state of Florida, California, right?
Yes.
I'm thinking Sacramento's borders should be up from the Sacramento, right? Up to Fresno, right? And its borders should end right near about the edge line of Red Bluff.
All right then.
Bakersfield should take on. I think I would make state. Should San Diego be a state?
Well, they would love that for sure.
San Diego up the way to Victoriaville, in between Victoria, Apple Valley, or maybe Bristol. And Bakersfield and Los Angeles should have all the way up from Los Angeles all the way to effectively Delano and the coastline of Ridgecrest. I can see multiple ways to make four states of California.
All right.
Because California's got too much electoral votes.
Oh yes, because it's a most very populated state.
It needs to be fucking split into three states: state of San Francisco, the state of Los Angeles, and the state of Sacramento.
Well, I don't think California's going to like that, but I'm sure those cities would love that, for sure.
No, I mean the areas of all those states. They'll be the capitals of it. California would still be the Los Angeles would still be a red state, a blue state. Sacramento, in my opinion, would probably be a red state, and San Diego would probably be a blue state. So 2 blue states and a red. Because I don't feel like the people upstate of New York. Let's do this. Let's look at upstate New York.
So you want all the major cities in California to be their own states, so the rest of California at large are likely to
so they can actually feel
Republican.
so they actually have fucking freedom. And they're not fucking trapped.
Well, aren't people in New York also trapped?
They're the ones
New
in
York
the fucking
City?
cities, mate.
Yeah. So are you going to do the same thing for the state of New York, New York
Yes.
City?
Yes, I would make New York City and some of the surrounding boroughs near it freaking red and make them their own state.
All right.
So, is there anything else in the news lately?
Let me just have a look somewhere.
I'm not gonna lie, it really is difficult to just exit off the app. I keep.
How the fuck is Niagara Falls in the state of New York?
What?
Niagara
Pardon?
Falls is in the state of New York.
I didn't know that. How?
It's just down the line of Toronto. It's very near Toronto.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I can see it right now.
Okay, so where do you think it should be then? Where do you think we should make what bits do you think we should make into its own state out of New York?
Okay. Well, besides New York City, I haven't checked with Buffalo or Albany.
I'm thinking the state of Buffalo to up to the state of Binghamton,
I'll be
and
honest.
then Newburgh to effectively what would be Troy.
There are states in New York that I didn't even know were states.
Neither did I.
It's
Not
like
states, but they're like local cities, right? These people would be.
Yeah, local city.
Surprisingly, Jamestown's actually in New York.
Really?
Dunkirk,
I've never heard.
Dansville.
Amesville, I've probably heard of that.
Jamestown, if I remember correctly, is the first town of the freaking founding of America. Jamestown.
Yes.
How come Jamestown's not talked about enough?
Surprised they didn't make a state out of Jamestown, if I'm being honest.
Matter of fact, what does Jamestown look like? I might this might automatically exit me, and I'm just gonna look up Jamestown.
Little Falls, Utis, Plattsburgh, New York. Why the hell would you name a town after Rome?
Really? They named a town.
Atlanta.
Rome.
Columbus.
Okay.
Oh, so there is an Aberdeen in Mississippi.
I'm not gonna lie, Jamestown looks it looks big. Kind of looks like New York, except a little bland.
Franklin. Wait, Athens. What? Who originally owned Georgia? Was Georgia originally a freaking American colony? So what was Georgia? Was Georgia one of the 13 colonies?
Yeah.
Was that originally British?
Georgia was originally British.
Actually,
It's worse. Yeah, Georgia was one of the 13.
yeah, possibly, but at least parts of Georgia were part of the 13 colonies.
So yeah. So what were the ironically, the southern part of the 14 colonies weren't even south. The south. I thought some of the south were.
Well,
Pennsylvania. Two of the Carolinas both voted Trump, didn't they?
yeah. Although there's a bit of a gap with North Carolina. People in South Carolina was hands down going for Trump.
Rhode Island, that was Trump, wasn't it?
No, Rhode Island is definitely Democrat. They voted Democrat for sure.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, definitely Democrat.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania voted for Trump this election.
Connecticut
is definitely Democrat. Voted for Kamala Harris.
Rhode Island.
Same. Voted for Harris.
Massachusetts.
Definitely voted for Harris.
Virginia. I thought Trump would have won Virginia because he actually had a high close tie in that, but didn't.
Nah, Virginia voted for Harris.
I know originally it basically just said, oh, these states are going to vote for Trump no matter what, right? They didn't even count votes for them at the start, right? For Alabama or any of these, right? They just instantly put Trump, right? So what does that tell you? You don't think some of these states might automatically be rigged just to vote for certain for certain presidents, right? Certain presidential candidates, right?
Well, that is possible.
So should the UK become a state in America?
That is a very interesting question, because I'd like to see how it goes in America. However, people in the UK, they may not like it, because
I think there's a lot of people in the UK would consider it now the state of the country.
Supposedly.
I would say from the Norwegian territory, how would the UK benefit from an American rule?
Well, they're going to have a lot of laws in the United States. They're going to have control. They're going to have control on what laws and bills they want to pass in the newly so-called state.
Yes. So what else is there?
Well, I've heard that there've been a handful amount of people unaliving themselves, and
Oh well,
Trump.
tough life. Oh well. Do us a solid. Oh well, may as well get rid of the trash.
Man, I dislike this feature.
What feature?
The feature where it's like when you get off the app, it's like, you just automatically sign out.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. What's this app name again? Riverside, if you're listening, bro, this feature sucks. But anyways,
Come on, Riverside. I thought you were better than this.
it's like, how am I supposed to look at new? How am I supposed to also look at news and do this at the same time? Why would you do this, Riverside? But anyways, what else is in the news?
All right. I've came across something. Universal Picture.
I think I've vaguely heard of that. Yeah.
All right, so that was a title card for Universal Picture 1927, showing the globe and different landmasses like the Americas, Africa, Europe, and so on. Now, a question asked: how come Universal knew what the globe looked like in 1927, when in the 1960s, NASA shown the first ever picture of what the Earth looked like? So how did Universal Picture knew what the Earth looked like 40 years before most of the world knew what the world looked like, coming from NASA?
Here's the thing. Here's what I think they did. There's a lot of information they're withholding until they believe it's the right time to release it. Whether it's...
Can I tell you a secret, Eric?
What's
the
up?
US government has so much patents of like inventions, right? Anytime this massive invention gets released, right, the US government patents it, right? What most capitalists want to know is what the fuck are they patenting? What have they got under government patent?
That is a good question.
Because what they've got under patent as a capitalist would make me fucking inch because the amount of money I would make off it. Like, well, that's the thing that everybody wants to know. What
were you gonna say?
I honestly think America might be coming to our savior because Elon's mentioned about how bad the UK is right now. Does that mean he's planning on helping us? Does it mean that he's planning on getting rid of Starmer?
I mean, hey man. At least Elon cares about the UK though. That's great.
He's mentioned the electric prices.
Yeah.
Attention to it. I don't think he likes that Starmer guy because he realizes he's just a cop. He's useless. And there's a picture of Nigel with frickin' Barron.
Oh yeah, Barron Trump.
Angela Rent, JD Vance as UK Deputy Prime Minister, speak about our plans for the future and how working together we build on the special relationship between our great countries.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. When Trump got reelected, bro, China did not want to mess with him.
This is the reason why I like Trump, because they're scared of him.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, to be a great leader, you have to be feared.
President Trump, they're basically saying, Piers Morgan saying President Trump should pardon Hunter Biden.
Should he?
I personally would, if I'm being honest, would like him to spill what dirt he's got on his old man and the Democrat Party. But
yeah, then maybe
pardon him.
I probably wouldn't pardon him for the crimes he's done, but
I'm surprised the old man hasn't done that yet. He's president right now. You could pardon him.
Yeah, why hasn't he?
I think he's waiting until the last couple of days, or maybe he's just holding it over his old man's head, his son's head.
Not gonna lie, bro. Biden messed up his son. It's not even the son. I mean, obviously he's an adult. He's responsible for his own actions, but it's like Biden. I don't know what he did, but it's like his son.
Everyone knows I would not support a federal abortion ban under any circumstances and would in fact veto it. It's up to the states to decide based on the will of their voters, the will of the people. Like Ronald Reagan before me, I fully support there's exception for rape, incest, and the life of mother. I do not support the Democrat administration practice of late-term abortion, like, as an example, in the 7th, 8th, and other, or 9th mother, or in month, or in case there is any question about possibility of extinction of the baby, the rebirth. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
This is Trump.
I still don't support abortion in any way, shape, or form, but I would sympathize in terms of rape or just anything serious.
I agree.
I would sympathize. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd probably also get them some therapy as well. And, but if they still want the abortion by the end of it, it's like, I'm like, all right.
This is what lefty frickin' Emmanuel Macron says. Donald Trump was elected by the American people to defend the interests of Americans. Question we as Europeans must ask, ourselves is, are we right to defend the interests of Europeans? This guy's a leftist. He doesn't care about the European. He's a left globalist. What's he playing at?
Not gonna lie. What if we met one of the globalists in our cities?
Well, a couple months ago, I went to this cafe, and I've already told you this, that on the menu it says you can't pay with cash, it has to be card only. And there was a shop saying Smart City something. So it's already a thing to begin with, where I'm from.
Yeah.
Democrats supposedly want to get rid of calling the Babylon B basically is trolling people and saying Democrats call for abortion, popular vote.
I'm not gonna lie. When abortion is leading your campaign, bro, you think that's gonna help? You
All
think
their
that's gonna?
campaign, right? Oh, abortion. Other than that, that's all she was saying. She didn't have any other policies. Oh, I want to be able to abort and kill children. That's Faith's been ringing that in my ear this entire day. Right? Oh, I feel unsafe. I hope you're happy. Like, for fuck's sake. God, for fuck's sake, you're safe. He's not gonna come and fucking hurt you. Like, let's be here. He's not gonna deport anybody. He's only gonna deport the illegals.
Yeah, and on top of that, the abortion rights is not taken away. He's probably gonna like put a couple weeks.
He hasn't taken it away, right? He's left it up back to the states. If your state's a conservative state, then that's on you.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Like, if you want to fucking have abortion, then move to a fucking liberal state. But you have to suffer with the fact that liberal states are not run well.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Late-term abortion, that's just... Why would you decide 12 months later that you want to kill the baby?
Here's Smash the Gang Stormer, the guy that basically let more immigrants than a fucking sailor boy, when a woman that likes to fuck an entire basketball team. The guy campaigned on, oh, we're gonna smash the fucking boats. He hasn't smashed the boats. He's fucking set up routers so they can fucking come in and flood the country. He's fucked over it. Starmer has fucked over every single electorate. He fucked over the old. He fucked over the elderly. He fucked over the students. He fucked over the young mothers. He fucked over anybody who wants to go on a fucking holiday. He fucked over pensioners. He fucked over the working class people. He fucked over the wealthy. He fucked over the billionaires. Like, he's fucked over everyone. And yet they expect, oh, we're going to be elected in the next 4 years. You fucked over everyone. What makes you think you'd be elected?
I'll be honest. How do you guys feel about Nick Fuentes?
I don't like the fact he was saying, "Oh, I'm not voting for Trump. He's a Jew lover." And then as soon as Trump gets elected, he fucking changes his fucking tune. I think that's a bit fucking weird, right?
It is.
I think he's a reactionary. He's trying to buy hype, right? But a lot of people realize how fake he is. Like, look. Yeah. Like, oh, you didn't support the guy when he was fucking when Trump was elected, right?
No.
You didn't like the fact he was Jewish interest, right? But yet you support him now even before he's elected.
Yeah, I mean, but he continues to keep calling Trump tired and old, and it's like he doesn't have the same fire, and it's like I'm like, he's probably right about that, but
he's probably right about that. He's fucking almost 80. What do you expect?
Yeah, he's almost 80.
But he can definitely run a country probably better than Kamala.
Yeah,
Kamala.
I'm not gonna lie. I could definitely see if possible, I could probably see Barron Trump running too. Looks exactly like
I think Barron will run. I think he'll run. I don't think he'll run. I think we might have a generation of fucking Trumps, right? I think we might I think we might have Eric Trump effectively run. I think we might actually have Eric or Don Jr. run and that. I think Vance might be one of the. I think Vance, maybe Vance or something. Maybe Vance. Maybe Trump Jr. runs as Eric. Maybe Don Jr. runs as
J.D. Vance.
Maybe instead of running for the thingy, maybe he actually runs for the Speaker of the House. But I think the Trump family will automatically play a huge part in the Republican Party. I think they're going to all play a massive part. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the other Trump family members become congressmen and senators.
Imagine if the whole thing is just Trump by the Trump family. I'm not gonna lie, my mom does not like the fact that their son's name is Eric. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I think Trump will probably. I think Barron will probably run. I wouldn't be surprised if Don Jr. or maybe Eric Trump or one of them. I think there'll be another, or Ivanka. I think one of them. I think there definitely will be another I think there'll definitely be another Trump presidency. Not from Trump, but there'll definitely be another one. I don't know who will run. I think Barron will run in the future, right? But I do think it's bright. Barron is a very young man, right? He is in the small local. He's in the Florida legislature, right?
Right.
He's in the Republican legislature. He's got a position in the. I think he ran, or he's got a public. I think he's one of the youngest.
Yeah, kid's got a bright future. I'll say that. He's 18. He's 18, isn't he? Man's got a lot of kids.
The delegate at the Republican convention.
But anyways, what else is in the news? I can't go off the app, so I can't really look.
Zionist warmongering. Why did? My thing is that Trump's going to elect a bunch of neocons, right? Warmongers, right?
Dang. That's crazy.
Brian Hawk. What was his name? Brian Hawk.
Okay. Have you heard of Alan Lichtman? Well, he is something, alright. Have you heard of Alan Lichtman?
Who is he?
He supposedly, before the election just happened, he predicted 9 of the 10 predictions. He predicted correctly 9 out of the 10 last elections before 2024.
There's this guy trying to engage reform. Would you like Trump to become the would you like Trump to effectively become? Would you like us to become the 51st state? Me in the UK. Let's make it the 51st state. Let's incorporate Scotland. Let's incorporate Wales, and let's incorporate England.
I see. Yeah. Well, there could be a challenge with Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland wanting to be one.
Why not be Wales? Wait, they all want to be one nation, one state.
I don't think there's any discussions of wanting to.
They'd still be part of the same country, but would individually be taken as free states.
Oh, so you mean England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland would be separate states?
All be separate states. We'd all be able to make our own laws. We'd all be able to have our own little laws to a certain extent. We would just have a federal government, American federal government. Because there's no way in fuck I'm allowing all 3 of them to go in. We'd have more electoral votes than the fucking California. No way I'm fucking allowing that. Do you think we'll ever see that happen?
Maybe
not in our lifetimes.
Yeah, either not in our lifetimes or when we're 50, 60, 70 years. Just like, we knew it would happen. Yeah. Just like with our old man voices. It's like, yeah, these kids today
San Bernardino is partly red in 2024.
What?
California. A lot of California is now red.
Aw, California. I don't know the song. But anyways, I'm a little surprised, but I'm not that surprised.
2020 and 2024, massive red.
So California is a full-on red state.
Not full-on red, but it is coming compared to 2022. It's pretty red.
So there's
Riverside, San Bernardino is now red. Riverside's red.
Why does Riverside sound like somewhere from a city from New York?
Kern, Kings, and Tulare.
Imagine if the whole
most of Sacramento is red, right? Apart from maybe some blue suburbs, right? But not enough to fucking turn the state freaking.
Just imagine if
not enough to fuck. I don't think there's enough to turn the state freaking blue though. But there are some red counties in Sacramento.
Imagine if just like the whole world was just red.
Imagine if the whole country was. Imagine if all the UK was red.
Dang, it's a shame.
Is it possible for a white person to experience racism? Yes.
Well, you agree with that, or yes or no?
Yes, I think it is possible.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were agreeing with the comment.
No, it is possible. It's very.
Anyone. Anyone
can happen in every race.
Everyone is racist. You know, I mean,
racist to a certain extent, yes.
Yeah, everyone is racist to a certain extent, but it's like it's either they have ill intent with it or they don't. You know, it just really depends on the person. You know,
why are they going ahead with the HS2 thing? We think we've been that because it costs too much money.
I thought so too, but I don't know what to believe anymore.
You know, I really don't get why do some white people hate themselves?
Because
they like something to complain about.
They like to virtue signal.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's why they secretly pander and pretend they care like minority. That's why Democrats pretend they care like minorities, right? But they've proven it today, right? On the election day, right? After the election, right? They fucking pissed the shit out on Hispanics and blacks. Said, "Oh, you're not fucking. Then they're racist and call them names, right?" That just proves you're a fucking hypocrite. You say you're for these people, right? But then you fucking shit on them. I have a different opinion than you.
You know what I saw this one liberal TikToker who was just crying about how Trump won, and she's like, I'll be fine because I'm white, and I'm like, that was race. That was a little racist.
They are racist. Like Democrats are the most racist people I've ever met.
It's like
same with liberals, right?
I don't know.
Who would you rather have? Would you rather have someone that might be a conservative that might be a little bit racist, or would you have someone that's fucking pretending that they're not racist when they really are racist?
I'd
But
rather
again, I would just rather someone be honest with you.
yeah, I'd
Yeah,
rather
I
you
agree. I'd want someone to be
Everybody's going to have
honest.
their certain opinions, right? Like,
yeah,
there's going to be
And
certain people
we
that
all
are scared to
we all
vote
make
for
mistakes
the wall.
too, so it
yeah,
happens. As
yeah,
long as you're open about
Illegal
it, then
immigrants.
that's what matters.
yeah. I'd
London
rather
Labour passed a motion to give illegal immigrants free travel around London.
yeah.
Fuck
Honestly,
off! Fuck
yeah.
off!
But as for the racist
That's
person,
on our fucking tax time, man. Fuck.
yes, yes. For the racist person though, I'd rather
Everybody else fucking. Reform was the only one that abstained. Everybody abstained. Reform was the only one that said no. Everybody refused to. What does this tell you, right? Viktor Orban refused to. Most people refused to greet Starmer at the European Political Community Summit, unlike other leaders. What's that tell you? That the UK is not welcome in Europe, and we should literally just join America.
Well, they did what they did. They just got to move on.
We should just become America. We should just become Americans. We should literally become. We should become the 51st state, first, second, and 53rd state. Scotland, Wales, England, and Northern England. Maybe even like 4. So how many states do you think the UK should be taken in as? 3 or 4? So
It has to be an even number.
which one would they be then?
England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, possibility.
Northern England.
Oh, we include Northern England in this.
Yes. I'm splitting England would have too much electoral votes by on its own. It needs to be fucking tinier.
Okay, so North and South England would be 2 separate states. All right.
North and South England, because they already have a divide, right? The North and the North and that. The North and actually, the thingy of England have a divide, right? They're already good. They're completely different politically anyway. So
yeah, that's true.
Ireland would have the option. Do you want to rejoin with Ireland, or do you want to become your own state in America?
They may be reluctant, but if they say yes, then who knows?
If they want independent, either that or they become their own independent. They become their own independent state. What happens to Guernsey, Jersey, and them is I'm thinking Guernsey, Jersey, and them can be protectorates or something like that, like Puerto Rico.
Yeah, there could be like Puerto Rico,
be like
Palau,
they'll be our
American,
tax,
Samoa.
They'll be like tax havens and that, right? They'll be like Guam, tax havens. They really hate Trump.
Yeah, they do. It's not even their fault. It's what they hear about him that's what's causing them to say what they're saying about him.
Basically, this is what will happen. Trump will fire all the people within the federal government who will work to obstruct him. Debatable. Media will then work to manipulate the public and political leaders into not doing things American people actually want. Most likely. Trump will start mass deportations, which will trigger media to release fake public polls claiming Americans don't actually support mass deportation before they do. That's probably true. Who do you think will be the next president of the United States?
After Trump?
Yes. Who do you think will run?
Well, I could see the likes of Tulsi Gabbard, maybe Vance could run for president himself.
I think JD will probably run for president. Who do you think will be his VP?
Not sure, but I think there could be connections JD has that you could like to run as his running mate.
Would a JD term be completely different from a Trump term? Would Vivek be a better choice?
I'm not too sure, but he does stand on something that he believes in, and he's open about it.
All these anti-Trump protests, right? They all seem pretty staged, right? And they look pre-prepared, right? Am I the only one that thinks that Antifa was planning this? And this is all planned out?
It's a tough one. I know a lot of people don't like the guy, so there's always going to be Trump hate rallies at some point in our lives.
They're saying Project 2025 was actually true. Some of them are saying that.
But we're not going to know about that because Trump has said that I have no involvement, I don't support Project 2025. The only thing he does support is Agenda 47. That's at least what he said.
He said that maybe he said it wasn't that simply just so he could actually win. Now he's going to implement it.
Well, it is early days, so we'll have to wait a year or two to see if he will go by what he says he'll do.
I think Bitcoin ripped massively.
Yeah, Bitcoin is doing very well for itself at the moment.
If you were Putin, would you take this deal, right? Stop the war,
deal?
having drafted a peace plan which would block Ukraine from joining NATO for 2 decades.
You know, I would have to think about that. Because I just can't jump to conclusions like that.
I personally think that Putin should get to keep all the territories won, and I personally think that Ukraine will have to forgo NATO membership for life. But on the deal of that, right, if Putin does attack Ukraine, UK and America, are legally or treaty bound to protect them. So we're on the hook for that, which I can see America and the UK getting involved in that. Do you think that Joe Biden actually voted for?
He would not. I don't think he would say.
Jill was wearing a red pantsuit to vote,
And he
seemed extremely happy this morning.
Yeah, I don't think Joe Biden wanted to back down from the debate to begin with.
I don't think he did.
Very well then. Well, it happened, and
Bernie
that's
Sanders,
future.
No great surprise that Democratic Party, which was abandoned. Is Bernie Sanders an independent?
Yes, he is.
When did he become an independent?
He's been independent for most of his career.
How the hell did that happen?
Well, that's a good question.
How can you get elected as an independent?
Well, I think all it takes is just make sure you have enough signatures, get enough support, people vote for you, and you get the position you want to be in.
That's not how life works, I'm afraid. There has to be some munch kissing or kissing ass to get elected. You don't get elected into government. You do realize most of the Senate and House of Representatives are controlled by Skull and Bones. That secret society they went to.
They won't talk about that.
Of course they won't. You've also got to get into that union. You have to be pissed on. Remember, in a coffin, which is weird. But supposedly, what was it? Supposedly, Joe Rogan would have voted for Joe Rogan. Supposedly voted for Trump.
Not surprised.
Hear me out. Dems did once have their own Joe Rogan. His name is Joe Rogan, which is inherently not MAGA. He was a fan of Obama, Bernie Sanders, Andrew Yang, and universal health care, taxing the rich, and disliked Trump. And Rogan reaches men that Dems need, but they pissed him away. Please help me understand. Joe Rogan got 81 million votes in 2020. Kamala Harris got 68 million. What happened to all those 13 million people? They never existed to begin with. What happens to what? Would you ever vote for the WEF, Jamie?
Why would I?
I don't think any of us would, really. Yo, imagine if... what's his name?
Klaus Schwab?
Yeah, him.
What's a seventh generation Pennsylvanian?
Yeah, imagine if Klaus Schwab was trying to run for president.
How many generations of Americans is there? Because this guy's saying I'm a seventh generation Pennsylvanian girl dad. What does that mean?
Okay. Well, her ancestors go back 7 generations when they first settled the United States.
So what's the oldest generation in America right now? America's only been around for 200 years, right?
Yeah, I think one generation is roughly 20 years long.
I honestly have no idea how long ago when my ancestors came to America. It would be interesting to find out, though. And I want to use Ancestry, but I heard there was some shady Ancestry.
Because probably shady. 79% of the Jews voted for Harris, according to the latest poll. So what does that tell you? They're fucking snakes, and we should go after them.
I didn't know that
20% of the Jews vote. 20% of Jews voted. So the 20% of the Jews are normal, everyday people. 79% of the Jews are rich cunts.
There can't be that many rich Jewish people.
There are. They run the companies.
Yeah, you're right.
And also, most of them are very, very smart with money.
Why else do you think I've got so much money? Why else do you think I have invested in the stock market? It's my Jewish genes.
Dang.
I mean, there's a reason why certain
the
things.
The fact that you invest, Jamie, makes me think that maybe you might have Jewish genes.
Hey, there's a reason.
Good point. That's a good point.
There's a reason why. There's a reason.
I would not know.
The thing is, not many men our age invest.
That's true.
The computer you're typing on, the software that drives your computer, the internet, and nearly thingy, eyeglasses, metallurgy, air conditioning devices, modern agriculture techniques, modern democracy.
Speaking of which, I've been exiting off so long. How long have we been going for?
Let's check. We've been doing this for, my gosh, it's taking ages. An hour.
Wow.
Over an hour now.
Gotcha.
Keir Starmer renting out mortgage-free family home worth $2 million while living in Downing Street. What does that tell you? That he's a rich fucking cunt.
Gotta know the right people. You want to get far in life.
That's a lot of information we've been hearing.
Trump aide Kash Patel calls for massive declassification from Trump's administration, including the Epstein list and the Diddy list.
Yikes. I think Diddy's birthday passed. He's like 55 now.
America doesn't need immigration. We never needed it. We will give jobs only to real Americans. I'm assuming he means Appalachia or Nevada.
Yeah, no, America definitely does not need immigration. I mean, we have enough Americans in the United States where we can
Yes,
work.
you just have to make sure kids. White people are the only racial group who voted majority for Trump. Strangely, also only racial group who didn't thank in his victory speech.
He said what? What'd you say, Risk?
White people are only racial group who voted majority for Trump. I don't think that's true. I actually think Hispanics and Cubans actually did more for him than whites, if I'm being honest.
I mean, yeah, it's like there were even some whites who didn't want to vote for Trump.
I mean, I've heard on social media a lot of white dudes for Harris. Surely there has to be a couple of white men that would want to vote for Harris, because I saw posts like that all over.
Did you see?
Lunatic.
Did you see whatever his name is rip his shirt? he
Oh
had
yeah, I've seen that.
Thank God that Kamala's weird stepdaughter didn't get put in that didn't get to live in that White House.
Yeesh.
Actually, she was VP, so she actually did live in the White House.
I'm not gonna lie. How's she looking to you guys?
Ugly.
Stepdaughter.
Ugly.
At best,
she's a 3.
Kind of mid.
She's a 5 at best.
Yeah, at best she's kind of mid. That's all I'm gonna
5
say.
at best, eh?
Also, not the worst I've seen, but
I've seen worse. But
also not my type. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nope.
Yeah, nah.
Too liberal for me.
Yeah, she's pretty mid.
Too liberal for me.
Plus, I'm pretty sure she already has a man, anyways. I think, unless she's
a woman, possibly.
Looks like she probably dates a woman. Looks like a constant lesbian. But why are these? Did you see all the videos of these weird psychos fucking bashing? Right, this big bitch fucking slammed herself into the fucking wall.
Are these the same people that reacted to Trump winning?
Yeah.
Yes, this video of this woman, right? She's doing her laundry, right? And she fucking screams like a fucking child, right? And then she bashes into a wall. Like a fucking moron.
Really? Golly.
Honestly, I'm genuinely concerned for these people.
Certain liberal women are abstaining from having sex for the next 4 years. Good. She gets to keep her legs closed.
Good.
It won't last, though.
These women, bro. It's like, and let me, yeah, just keep your legs closed, man. It's like it's just that easy. Okay, don't have sex for 4 years. Cool. All right, wait for that man. They'll probably actually feel better about not having sex.
You fucking scumbag, Reeves. You fucking scumbag.
What happened?
What should he do?
What
did she do?
And this originally spiteful Labour government have doubled down on inheritance tax and family farms. Rachel Reeves has dealt another blow to farmers by preventing them from sharing their $1 million tax relief with spouse or civil partners. It's all about fucking stripping assets and property from the working class to the fucking rich.
Hey, of course it is. These guys just want money, man. It's like they're trying to strip everything from the working class, the actual working class who matter to this country. I'll be honest. I think their end goal is to just have us all lazy.
I think, in my opinion, how the fuck can the British government, how the fuck can the British government fucking work with Trump, right? After all, the Prime Minister, David Lammy, Stephen Doherty, Ed Miliband, Wes Streeting, Angela Rayner, all these cunts, right, have taken the piss and fucking pissed on Trump, right, for years, right, in 2019. How the hell would he want to work with you people? He'd want you. I would be in charge. If I were Trump, I'd be wanting all them fucking sacked. Kick them out of government.
They're doing what will possibly benefit them.
Yeah, it'll benefit them as well. They get a better favorable trade deal, and we get a fucking government that actually gives a fuck about us. Starmer should fucking go. We should call a general election now. Put Trump, put Reform in. Have them run the country. Can't be worse than the state we've got now. Reform seem to actually want to fucking do something.
Yeah.
And then they call for us to join, and then we join America. And then they sign a petition for us all to join America, and we sign it and we fucking join.
Reformed USA.
Reform UK. Reform can be another political party, and that it can be another political party that might be able to be in opposition to the Republican Party or Conservative Party. We might even be able to change. We might even be able to replace the Democrats with it.
It's a nice ring to it. Reformed USA has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, Reform. The party that blown out that became something because of the dissolution of the Tories and the freaking UK and Labour, ex-Labour and ex-Tories. We fucking were, and ex-Greens and ex. The thing is, though, if you were to join the thingy, right, we have a major base in the UK with like the Green Party that have 17% of the vote. We have multiple parties, right, where a country will have multiple parties.
So when GTA 6 releases, what's the release date for GTA 7?
Probably not 20 until 20. Probably not for another 10 years.
Jeez.
No,
Thing is-
no, Eric, you'll be in your 40s when GTA 7 comes out.
GTA 7 is probably not going to come for another 10, 13 years.
But how long did it take for GTA 6 to come out?
It hasn't come out yet.
Started
I
out
mean-
the GTA 5 came out in
No, I mean-
2013.
No, I mean, but Jame, how long did it take for them to announce it? I mean, that it's coming out.
Last year.
Yeah.
No, I mean, how long though? Like since the GTA 5?
Okay.
8 years.
8 years?
Came out in 2013.
Yes,
Okay.
it did.
Okay, gotcha.
That was on 360. It got an Xbox One release in 2015, and then 2016, 2017 got an Xbox One Series. I think this year or last year got an Xbox Series S release. I think 2016, 2016 it got a PC release.
Okay, so it's definitely gonna take a while for GTA 7 to come out. Ugh.
Yeah. There's a AI that uses pattern recognition saying that GTA 7 at the earliest will release October 8th, 2048.
Jeez.
Yes. 2048. GTA 7. 2048.
Probably in my freeze. I'm not even sure if I would want to play at that point.
Well, you don't want to know what
not gonna be
when
buying
GTA.
I ain't gonna buy it on straight as soon
Bro,
as it comes
at
out.
that point, I'm probably not gonna be interested in video games anymore. My son or his children can play it.
I think we might be dead by the time GTA 8 comes out.
Well, video games aren't gonna be in the afterlife, so I don't really care.
Fair enough.
Plus, I'll probably be a family man.
Did you check Discord?
All right.
2021, right? That's 76% of the population, right? But that's a lot less, right? I think I'm seeing views of it's like only 50%, right? And that's clearly a lot more. Yeah. I think it's at 60. That's only 2021. It's now down to 60 or 50%. I remember when the UK used to all be fully white, or at least have a mass majority of it. And why the hell did we elect a black person to elect Scotland, right, to be a prime minister of Scotland, right? When we've got when the majority of Scottish people are white, and most of the English people came to Scotland, right?
The person is Nigerian, right?
No, who?
Oh, I thought you meant the black.
Oh, it was. He had family members that were from Gaza, right? And
Right.
let's be real here, Hamza Yusuf, right? He wasn't even elected, right? He was instilled. We have this thing in the UK, right, where they elect someone, right, and then whenever the politicians they fucking oust the bloke, right, and then they get picked from whoever the party, but an elected member of Congress from their party, right?
Possibly.
Yes, and we don't really get a say in a vote on that.
Of course we don't.
No, we never did. But then that's only the elected positions, right? What we need to do is look for the positions that are not elected, right? Because that's where the real power belongs. I'm afraid. Is that
Yes.